So in this lecture, I'll be talking about web colors. So I'm pretty sure we've already touched on this when we spoke about the color property and the background color property. So these are the color properties that exist. You can give a name property. You can give a hex code or hexadecimal code here. Um, so hexadecimal usually goes from 0 to 15. So for example, white would have all the colors, so it'd be FF. So F means 16, 16, and so forth and so on. So that's hexadecimal, which is a number system. Alternatively, we could just have RGB, which is red, green, and blue. And so here I just have 255 reds, um, zero green, and zero blue. And here, for example, white would be all the colors in the maximum size. So 255 red, 255 green, and 255 blue in the following fashion, and black would have nothing. So 0 red, 0 green, 0 blue. So that's how RGB works. So we can just use color name for the property. We can use hexadecimal hex code for the property as well, and we can use RGB for the property. So let me just demonstrate this by creating a box. So I'm just gonna go down here, just before the footer. Okay, just before the footer, I'm just gonna put in HR. So HR, just close it like that. I don't have to close it like that, but and I'm just gonna make a box. So I'm just gonna use a generic, excuse me. I'm just gonna use a generic element tag, namely div. I'm just gonna call it box. Just ID is equal to box here. So box, my box. I'm just gonna put like some text inside here, and I'm just gonna make it 300 by 300. And I'm just gonna put like, I'm gonna put a border. So I call it box. So that was the ID. So we use the ID selector, and then I'm just gonna say border. I'm gonna make it black, solid 2px. Like so. Then I'm gonna make the height. I said I'm gonna make it 300 pixels, and the width. I'm gonna make it 300 pixels. Similarly, 300 pixels. And let's just refresh now. So there we go. So I have my box here, and let's just say I wanted to make a background color pink. Background color, or we could just make it gold. We could just use this property. Let me see here if it works. So see, it's gold. So we just used the color name, we just called it by name. You could also use this hex code, and nothing should change. What about pink? We could just use this hex code just for demonstration purposes. There you go. And we could also alternatively use this value. So let's just say brown. So RGB, so red, green, and blue. So 165 of red, 42 of green, and 42 of blue. 255 is the maximum. So let's go. So that's how that works. And we could also use these color properties again for color. So for the text color, so just say color here. So now it will be white again, and the font text should also change. So this is very important to notice. Certainly there are many colors out there. It is best to just you look at the documentation to find all kinds of fancy colors. And before I actually go, I will show you how you can actually select a custom color. So for example, here I could just come here and I could just select a custom color. So I wanted to use this value right here. I wanted to use this color. As you can see, I could just say red is 155, 158, blue is 228, and I mean green is 228, and blue is 227. So let me just try this out. So I'm just gonna go here, and I'm gonna go to my box. I want to change the background color here. Background dash color. So we're just going to say RGB, so red, green, blue, and then I'm going to go 158 reds, 228 green, and we have blue at 27. And we just close the statement here, and let's just see what happens. So before that, I'm going to make sure you see this. So it's white right now. Let's see what happens. There we go. So our custom color has been selected. So we can use Photo Paint. We could also look at web colors out there that exist in the documentation or just some online references. So that's how that works. Thank you very much.